Hey y'all, this is Anna Alexander on a Thursday night, which means opening weekend of a new movie. And this weekend is The Lost City, starring Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum. Of course I was going to go see this movie. If there's ever a movie coming out that I am going to see, it is going to be The Lost City. Why? Because not only am I a romance novelist, as some of you may know, but also I have not only attended many events with a book cover model, I've actually organized and put on a few myself. So is this subject matter something I am very familiar with? Yes. Yes, it is. And because I'm so familiar with it, I was able to immediately suspend belief about pretty much anything that is going to happen within the plot because I know how it works. I know how it works. Cover models now for book covers. Sure, there are quite a few that have made a little name for themselves, probably within the community and within the readership of romance novels, but we will never see the effect of Fabio. And in fact, now, if you've been to the bookstore lately, you'll see they've actually gone kind of back to the animated covers. So yeah, it's very cyclical. But the cover models we have had, some have been very successful, hundreds of covers. You probably recognize their jaw or their chest more than their faces. But there you go. So I knew what was going to happen in the movie was a little cray-cray. Also, what I was most afraid of, though, which happens a lot of time when you start talking about romance novels, romance writers, is more often than not, it is a butt of a joke. And I did not want to see that at all. It's been done poorly. It's always in bad taste. And it's very uncalled for. I don't know, I guess it's considered an easy, soft target because it's women, ran by women, mostly ran by women, with a female target audience that love the crap out of it. And for some reason, you're made to feel terrible about it. Also, it's subject matter that is very personal. And maybe people who are uncomfortable embracing their personalness, their wants and their desires, maybe they don't see in their own relationships what they see on the page, and that makes them sad, and so they lash out by being mean and nasty. I don't know, it's there, it needs to stop. So I was afraid that would happen in this movie, and I'm so glad to say, I'm here to report, it is not like that at all. This movie is totally and completely delightful. Romance in the Stone was out when I was a kid. Jean Wilder. It was fine. It was great. It had its thing. Very entertaining. This does give you a little bit of the Romance in the Stone vibes, especially when they're in the jungle, Latin America. There's even like a dancing patio scene. I'm like, that's a Romance in the Stone scene. But other than that, I mean, it's really good. It's got witty dialogue, which again, if you've seen my videos, you know I love good witty dialogue. It's got everything. It's got action, it's got adventure, it has heart, and it's about also a very strong, smart woman. Because that's what romance novelists are. We are strong, smart women. Doctors, lawyers, this time archaeologists, accountants, teachers. We are women who love life and love the world and learning things. We are sponges. We want to learn everything so we can put them in our books and make it feel like you were there. So that's why we take the time and effort to research and dig to make sure, not necessarily that's 100% correct, but that it's not wrong. We will spend hours researching things that will be one sentence in a book. I've lost 3 hours researching the Queen of Spain on a book I'm never going to finish and put out. I can tell you how molybdenite is a byproduct of copper. Why? Because I needed it in a book. That's what we do. We are smart women, and this movie, Sandra Bullock, Loretta Sage, is a smart woman who's found herself in extraordinary circumstances and is doing what it takes to survive. And it was great fun while we're watching it. There were some twists and turns and surprises I did not see coming, and they were actually quite shocking. And if it disturbs you, there is a mid-credit scene. Stay until the mid-credit scene. It's a bizarre mid-credit scene. Really doesn't make sense, but it's there. I would stick around for it. Not only sticking around for that, but yes, I always try to come at this with you is, should you go see this 1, should you see it in a theater? 2, and I say, yeah, go check it out in a theater. It's so much fun, so clever. Oh, and I almost forgot the best part. The best part is there is a line or two of dialogue that speaks to the heart of fandoms that I think I need on a poster. And the fact that it was spoken by Alan, yay, thank you. Please, can we have more of that? It was great. And while we are talking about Alan, it also demonstrated another myth about romance novels, which was we want the heroes to be perfect. And we don't want them to be perfect. We just want them to be present, open, willing to engage, interact, learn, grow, find their true selves. That's what it is for all the characters in a romance. We want them to find their true selves. And this movie does it quite delightfully. I should add, very unconventionally, possibly, but does it very well. That, again, I appreciated and was glad to see on the screen. So yes, go check it out in a theater. Great matinee, date night movie, even if you should wish. This is actually going to be one of my most favorite films now, because it had everything, and it was delightful, and everybody in it was delightful and witty and showed up and did their job and seemed like they were having a great time doing it. And that's what you want when you go to be entertained. You want to see people also being entertained while they're delivering the goods to you, and that's what they did here. So yeah, Lost City, go see it. Check it out. I hope it delights you as much as it did me. And I can't wait to hear if you all enjoyed it as well. So thank you so much for joining me for this little adventure. Do hope that you've hit subscribe so you can join us for more fun. Bridgerton's hitting this weekend too, y'all. That's going to be a blast. So thank you again, and until next time.